Hi and welcome back to another video of flower making. Stella here. These are the last ones I did. I'll just put them away. And there's my website if you want to see some more flowers. Okay, I've got my pastel chalks, my foam board, my messy foam board, the iron foam, which I use for mixing my colours. I've got some wet ones, my tools. Yep. Little spray bottle for spritzing, my glue, my favourite glue. Ooh. Got some light shining there. And my flower blanks that I've cut out. And stems. I use these. I buy these because they're really cheap if you buy them from Chinese companies. I've said before that I can't find any stems like this. So what I do is just pull the leaf off. I don't use these in anything. So, and there I've got a stem if I should want one. And then I've got this little box of stamens, different colours. You know, unfortunately I don't have any blue. I wonder if they come in blues. I'll have to check that out. Okay. So, and I've also got a cup of tea. This is Twinings, which I think is an English company. Lemon and ginger. If you haven't tried it, you should give it a shot. It's really refreshing. Beautifully refreshing. Okay, let's pick some flowers. I've only got 3 of those. I'll just dump it out and we'll see what we've got. This is a little wire I use for, see, can you see it on that? Just a 30 gauge wire that I use from beading flowers. And I use that to pull stamens through my petals. So you might need some of that. Got some more of those. I just cut out a whole swag and just play around with them. So I've got no particular design in mind. Although I'm looking towards these for some reason. Something has directed my focus onto them. So let's just move them up out of the way and we'll focus on these. Perhaps if I put most of them back. Oops, there's another one. There's more. Probably won't use all of them in this video. Just stick them up the other way. Okay, got these. Now I've done something similar that I'm planning. Well, not really planning, but thinking of this. That's the same blank I used for these. And that's the same stem I used. Put them all together. I might do some of that, but I'm not quite sure. I'm leaning towards just making some small flowers, maybe double. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see. Let's pick a colour. I'm leaning towards purple. Yeah, leaning towards purple. Okay. What we'll do first is spritz some water on our foam mat. Get our chalk and rub it. You can use any colouring that you want if you've got distress ink or whatever. I'm just going to give this flower just a light spritz. Now let's see. Our tools include a set of these, like a darning needle to make holes, pliers for my wire cutters for my wire, small balled thingy, the whole set of these. These are really cheap. Okay, probably going to use, let's get a wet one. I've said before I don't recommend getting these ones. They're alright for babies' bums. Okay, I'm going to go just around the edge. Back and front. Okay, the back's going to have just a little bit more than the front. Oh look, I've covered the whole thing. Never mind. That's the front. Let's look for something to go inside. A nice yellow. Yellow lemon. Lemon. Oh, that's pretty. So just pop that in there. Okay. Now we just use one of our balls and push. Now that's giving us a really nice shape. Let's put it there. You see the shape on that? That's lovely. Okay, let's do another one for inside. Be careful of spritzing. You don't want to spritz too much because it will break the paper. Oh, speaking of paper, I am using cardstock that is, I think, 260 GSM. Let's see. I get this from Officeworks. It's Quill brand board, 200 GSMs, A3, and you get 25 sheets for $19 something, you may as well say 20 bucks. And that's what I cut my blanks from. Since the first one is covered all over on the back, may as well do the second one the same. Okay. I'm using the same ball to push that in. Now I'm going to take the smaller ball and push it in further, and that will gather up the edges. Look how they've gathered up. So we want it smaller than this one. And that's a smaller ball yet. And the smaller the ball, the smaller your flower. And just manipulate them. Okay. Let's just take our glue. You see how that's really shaped from a flat? That's good. Okay, we're going to go in there, push it in, got the shakes. Now, for this flower, I could either put a bead in there, or I could put a stamen. Let's see what we've got in the way of stamens. This one, it's like a lavender. This is made with those blanks. No lavender. Damn. So I have to go with the white. If I'm using theirs. I think perhaps 2 might be enough. Let's go in there. So 1 stamen. 1. Yeah, we'll go 1. Just slip it into our wire, just like that. Okay, now we're going to take our needle push a hole through both of these, and do wait till your glue's dry before doing this. Find the center, looks like it, push. And grab your wire and push it through the hole. And before you pull it all the way down, put some glue on here and at the center of your flower. Don't worry if you put a little bit too much glue, which I have just done, because it dries clear. Okay, now pull your stamens through. I'm going to put these right inside the middle. Normally I like them popping up. You know, like this one, I like them standing up. But this little flower, we're going to have them inside. Okay, remove the wire and put a bit of glue on the end of the flower. There we go. Let's just set that down and we'll do another one. So we do a few of these. Not much of a spritz. Need a bit more spritz on this one. Just be careful with the spritzing. That way. You could use a heat gun or a hairdryer or whatever to dry them quickly if you want. I don't usually bother, I'm too impatient. Just let them dry on their own. Running out of oomph here. Okay. I haven't spritzed this one. I'll spritz it when I'm finished colouring it. Forgot the yellow. Okay, let's start off with that one. Go with that smaller one. And I'm going with this one. And also be careful you're not going to push a hole in. And as we're holding that in, we're manoeuvring the petals, twisting like a dancer's dress, all flowing and twirling. Okay. I really should do it on the black so you can see. a little fiddly, but gee, the result, I'm sure, you know, it's really nice. Oops. Okay, another one on the wire. And our needle to make a hole. It's not quite centered. Oops. You see a hole there? Just a bit in the middle of the flower, a little bit on the stamen there. Pull gently. One's a little taller than the other, but I'm okay with that. Nothing in nature is symmetrical, is it? And put some flowers, put some glue around the bottom of the flower and leave it to dry. And that little bit of glue you put on the end there should glue these two together. I hope you are all safe and well wherever you are in the world. With COVID running rampant, we've been in yet another lockdown. Some protesters protested against lockdown during the week and ran rampant around the city, giving the police problems. And guess what? About 300 of them got COVID. Stupid people. I have no tolerance for stupid people and people that don't care about others. I mean, seriously? You know lockdown is the best thing. I know it's frustrating. Believe me, it is so frustrating. Whoops, we've got the yellow, mellow yellow. And Australia is getting so much rain lately. It's just unbelievable, the amount of rain we're getting. This is crazy. It's supposed to be spring. We are what? Into October. Spring started a month ago. Spring weather? Nah. Nope. It is pouring down outside at the minute. Absolutely pouring. And we've got that all week, apparently. So it looks like getting the clothes horse out. Put the washing all over the house. Hate that. Really do. We are thinking of buying a new washer and dryer combo. Can't come quick enough for me. I just hate clothes hanging around. Okay, I'll give that a go and stick the smaller one in. And this one, just gently bring up the petals scrunch them up. That's lovely. I think the weather is changing all over the world. Look at the disasters that are happening everywhere. I think Mother Nature has had enough of us. Okay, that is so pretty. If I had a smaller one of these, I would perhaps put another scrunched up one inside. Maybe look like a tiny type of, what do you call them, carnations. Anywho, let's make our hole. Yeah, last year we had hardly a summer, maybe, I don't know, a month, 6 weeks. Hot weather sporadic, really sporadic. Spring was non-existent. Now that's unusual for Australia. Being one of the hottest continents in the world. We are used to summers in the high 30s and low 40s. We just don't get that many more. Oops, I've made my hole. So in we go. When you've got arthritis like I have, you need the warmer weather. Except, of course, when the aircon has to go on. That's murderous. Okay, removing wire. We have a son in South Australia we haven't seen for over 3 years. And I am champing at the bit, I tell you. And his 6 beautiful children, his gorgeous wife. Because our borders quite often close. And yet, strangely, the government allows international travel. They're starting to do that now. You can go international, but you just can't go next door. It's crazy. It's about a 5-hour trip to see our son. And we sort of planned an interim plan, actually, on going to see him. But the thing is, if we get over there, then some silly person would get COVID and the borders would shut and we would be stuck over there. Not that that would bother me, being with my son, but you know, you like to be in your own home, don't you? His youngest is, how old's Dave? 16. And we've got 2 great-grandies over there as well. One will be 6 soon, and the other little fellow about 2.5. I haven't seen the little guy since he was about 6 months old. All because of COVID. Not happy. Not happy. That's a small one. Okay. In we go. Bit more. If you can see that better on the black. Yeah, they're pushing it, folding it. That'll do nicely. The properties of cardstock is amazing, really, when you think about how I'm manipulating it here. It's just incredible. For a one-dimensional to become a three-dimensional is just good fun. Good fun. Now we live in a town of about 120,000, give or take, west of Melbourne, which is the capital of our state. If you're not an Aussie, you may not know. Anywho, and the police are trying to keep any Melbourneites away from regional Victoria, but somebody got through, went to Woolies or Big W and spread COVID around. So they're shut because they're a hotspot centre. Some supermarkets are closing because they haven't got the staff, and yet there's quite a lot of unemployment. And then the government, in its infinite wisdom, have said no jabs, no jobs. So anybody that doesn't have a jab, a vaccine for COVID, doesn't have a job. Now, the one thing that bothers me about that is the Big Brother thing. And Australians are known for not liking to be told what to do. They do not like that one bit. I live in Australia, but I'm not actually Australian born. My home is in Scotland. Give me $1 million and I'm home. I'm headed home. Beautiful country, Australia. Absolutely beautiful, though. But, you know, foreign places are not home, are they? No matter how long you've lived there. I came here when I was 18. Wanted more adventure. My family was always adventurous. My dad especially. He was a musician and played the saxophone and the clarinet, and he travelled all around the British Isles playing. And then when I was about four or five, he dragged us all to what was then Southern Rhodesia. That's just Zimbabwe now. And then to Zambia. So, you know, I've had a good lot of travel since I was 2 years old, travelling with the band and the bus. And Mum told me that my bed, because I'm the oldest, my bed was a laundry basket in the bus. How cute is that? So I've travelled a lot through those African countries. Just the two of them, back and forth, following Dad's music. I don't think I'd go there now, though. I think it's a bit dangerous. Although, I think there are more dangerous places in the world when you look at it. Taliban taking over Afghanistan. It's a bit of a worry, eh? Sometimes when Mal and I watch the news, that's my husband Mal, when we watch the news and, you know, we just get a feeling that we just can't wait to leave this world, you know. It is just too hard for people these days. It's just so much pressure to stay safe. Okay. I guess the older you get, the more you worry about things like that. Young people don't seem to have a grasp of it too much. But I could have sworn the Americans took care of the Taliban years ago. Obviously not. We're counting them a lot. Oops, another one's a little bit higher. Never mind. It gives it, I don't know, just a nice symmetry without being symmetrical. There we go. I've got 5 now. I'll make some more. It is 3:17 in the afternoon here, and I am still in my pyjamas and dressing gown. This is so darn cold and windy and rainy. Beginning to forget what the sun looks like. Sorry. Intake of breath there. Yeah, forgetting what the sun looks like. I'm told it's yellow. Okay, just spritzing these because we need a bit more. This stuff is really great for using as a palette. I mean, when you wash it, you can't get all of it off, but it's really cheap. I've seen people make flowers out of this, but I don't like it. Not for me. I mean, they're beautiful. They are absolutely gorgeous flowers, but I prefer to work with paper. Oh, look. We forgot the yellow. Okay. this cloth is drying out very quickly. It's not like the cheap ones. I prefer the cheap ones. You were going to forget the yellow again, weren't you, Stella? I was. Cannot lie. Right. I knew that. I knew it was going to come off. Let's try and glue these up to start with. Might work, might not. Oops, we haven't got a hole yet. I bought myself a new Kindle the other day. Mine just died. After 8 years. Back in the days before I was born, things would last ages. I mean, you know, your grandmother would buy a toaster and it lasted 30 years. These days, 5 minutes, it's broken. We're a throwaway society, unfortunately. And children these days don't know any different. It's a shame. A veritable shame. I'm not really a throwaway person. I prefer things to last. Okay, we've got half a dozen of these little beauties. There we are. Oops. You can fit them in between any flowers. I've got this purple one too. Okay, that's them. Just leave them to dry now, to dry thoroughly. I'm still going to go with the purple because I'm going to do a set. Let's see what we can do. What have we got? It's a different flower. Next time I cut them, I'm going to keep them separate because this is ridiculous. Oh, some itty bitties. I like small ones. Oh, there's a medium. Okay, let's see what we can do. There's got to be something between that one and that one. I know there is, because I would have cut them that way. But I'm not seeing. What's that? Well, if I can't find... This is nuts. Why would you do that, Stella? Why would you do that? Yeah, if you cut out flowers, wrap them separately. Oh, here's one. No, it's the same as that. Though. Okay. We're not going to do the big ones then. Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's. Just got an idea. Something just jumped in my bonds. Just a quick spritz, not much at all. Oh, we are going with the purple. And probably the yellow too. I might also add a dark purple, but I'm not 100% whether I'll use it. Okay. Dark one now. There's not a great deal of difference between these two colours. When you flick it like that, don't do that when you've spritzed it. I've done that on the other side. It looks almost like the veins of a flower, doesn't it? Can you see that? Almost like, there you go. I'm going to spritz this now. A very light spray. Let's start off with this one. No, let's go there. Bring the petals in like that, especially at the tip. Okay, I can either go with this flower up that way, or I can take it that way. I'll take it that way. And just shape that a bit. Okay. Do another one the same. If you're in Australia and wondering where to get these chalk pastels, Spotlight is the place. Oops, wrong one. Just a little spritz. We're going to use a smaller ball this time. That size. Oops. Don't forget to do this. Sometimes I forget. Just hold it for a few secs there. You can shape these any way you want, if you want to twist them or whatever. Okay, let's put some glue on this part this time. Now I'm putting these together, alternate the petals and push them with a small ball. Okay. Now I'm going to try another one this size, because this is definitely too small to go in there. It would look odd. I could put a lot of stamens in there. Now let's just go ahead with this and see what happens. Okay, spritz on both sides of this one. Bring in our petals. I want to bring these ones in quite a little bit more than the others. That tends to help make the whole piece just a little bit smaller. Plus look how it just makes like a natural shape of the petal, almost a frilly edge on some of them, which is really pretty. Okay, turn them over. Straight in with a smaller one. See, I'm just twisting the petals just a little bit, just to give them some asymmetrical form. That's the word I was looking for before. Okay. Pop some glue in there. Again, alternate the petals. The more you push, the more the petals will stand up. So far, that is absolutely beautiful. My camera is not that good. Anywho, and I think we might put some, yeah, we'll put some stamens. Let's just see what else we've got. I know I don't have any purple or mauve or anything like it. Green. No. No. We'll go with the same. I need to buy some more colours. Okay, we want a lot of stamens in there. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to give us 10. Pop them in our wire. Just try and put some glue over there to help them stick together. Whether it works or not, we don't know yet. Gotta hold it for a bit. Just splay them out a bit. That's it. Okay, let's put a hole in. Now we've got a thicker amount here, so we're going to have to move the hole at least halfway up the needle. Okay. Here we go. You see how big that hole is? It's probably still not quite big enough, but we'll see how we go. Alright, first up, I'm going to pop some glue in there and around the hole. Then I'm going to pull these. Pull the wire out. Just pop some glue on the edge there. Now, if you see, these ones have flattened a little bit, so I'll just manipulate them just a little bit, make them stand up a bit more. That little one is folded. While they're still a little bit damp, you can just manipulate the petals. And there we go. You can't see the colour because of that dandelight. That is a really pretty flower. Very, very pretty. And that was made with 3 of the large ones. 3 of these ones. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Spritz, spritz. I haven't used any yellow in that, perhaps I should have. It's pouring, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. I remember that song from my childhood. A singer I am not. That's the one single regret. Well, let's say it's the top of my list. Regret of my life is that I can't sing. I don't have the voice box for it. Okay, what are we doing? Just a light spritz. Oops. Let's do our thing here first. Shape our petals inwards. Gosh, listen to that rain. That's words of a song too. Music all around, not a song could I sing. Hope I'm not out of focus or out of camera. I do that so often. Must be something to do with the eyes, because if I can't see it close enough I pull it to my face and then you can't see it. Pull our petals in. I might use a bit smaller ball. Pull them in. I don't think I need to go a smaller ball on this one. Let's see. Nope, I think that should be yeah. No, just one. Oh, have a listen. I hope it doesn't get gale force winds, because we've got this big old gum tree at our lounge window that if that breaks, it's right on top of us. Okay, I could use 3 of these. No need to go smaller on this one. That's the one I used, yep. Then I could do one that size. And then a tiny one. Let's see what they all look like. Just fast forward anything you don't want to listen to or watch. I try not to get my videos over an hour, but I just have a feeling. 1 hour 11. Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll go 1.5 hours and try and make them all in that time. Oh, I'm sure you can hear that. Have a listen. Thank goodness we don't have to go out. I think when I've done this, I might go and watch some cricket. I do love my IPL cricket. That's the Indian Premier League. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, just a quick spritz. Very, very light. Oh, you forgot still. You forgot again. Oh, that's the top one. Duh. I thought I was doing a separate flower. So let's go back there and let's make this way smaller. Pull them right in. This is the same way I make cup flowers. What did we have there? 5. We'll go 3, which will give me 6. That's enough for that size. Pop it in the wire. Come on. Play nice. There you go. Let's just see if we can lock these together. Almost the whole of our eastern seaboard is raining over these last few days. Okay, put some glue there. Always put some glue there, just a little, which helps to secure it. And this dries clear. So just spread these petals about, stamens if I can. There we go. So there we've got two different sizes at the minute. 3. Okay, I have to do another, a smaller one, just have to. I'm just going to spritz my cloth because it has gone dry. Normally, if you work with a wet cloth that's not dry like this one, it will help to dampen your flower so that you don't have to spritz. If I don't have to spritz, I'm happy, because I'm so worried that I will break the cardstock and then you've done that work for nothing. That's the first layer. You do get messy. Now, I've been really quite slack about putting my website up to date. It's not up to date. I'm so sorry about that. I've had a couple of inquiries. I will get to that as soon as possible. If you do have any queries in the meantime, please email me. My email address has a link on the website. Okay, we're going to use a smaller ball. Do it on here actually, because it's just a bit softer. I've got some glue stuck there somewhere. Okay. I want to give this a little spritz. Isn't it amazing how you can use 3 of the same size and get a you know, a layer like that that looks like it's gone smaller each time? Never ceases to amaze me. That's why I love making these so much. And if you learn even just a little bit from me, I am really blessed. Thank you. Oh, I'll bet a penny to a pound my tea is cold. Yep. Iced tea, nice. Okay. Again, the smallest. I'm going to bring it in as much as we can. Manipulating that petal. Just going to give this the lightest spritz possible. That's good. what do we need with this one? What have we got? 1, 2, 6. Put 2 in this one, I think, which gives us 4, as you probably noticed. When you're doing this, try not to flatten that inner layer. This is the one that really helps your flower stand out. Okay, in we go. Bit of glue in there. A little bit more. That's it. And take our wire off. We've got enough there. Okay, now I just want to do this really tiny one and show you how they turn out, and then that's me for the day. What I might do is just do them all, paint them all first. See how that, I don't know, there must be some sort of tissue in there, and layer by layer it just breaks away. The cheap ones don't do that. Okay, that's number 1. More spritzing. Don't need too much now, we've only got these 2 to go. Oops. Excuse me. Got to hurry up. I think it's time for chocolate. I'm addicted. to Cadbury's chocolate. Love it, love it, love it. I can't get enough. Bit too heavy on it there. But nature sometimes does that. Not that my flowers are meant to portray anything in nature, they're just, like I say on my website, a fantasy of my imagination. I wouldn't presume to copy nature. I should probably also do some leaves for these ones. It wouldn't take me long if you wanted to hang around, see what leaves I'm going to do. That'd be awesome. But I'll keep the camera running just in case you do want to hang around. Won't be long. I could have sworn I had 3. Aha, here you go. I do. Right, I don't think I need these anymore. Okay. It's a bit of... No, I won't spritz, actually. I won't spritz this one. This is the bottom layer, so we don't want it to go up too much. Just about that is good. The second layer, we want it to go up a bit more, so let's give the petals a bit more work out. Turn her around. Okay, I probably need to spritz just a tad, just really faint. When you do get a spritz bottle, make sure your spray is very fine. Okay, as you saw, same size petal. Let's bring these in quite sharply. Gosh, my fingers are all purple. Come on, that's away. alternate the petals again. You wouldn't think it was 3 the same size. Okay, so we're just going to do 2 in this one. What did we do in that one? 2 as well. Maybe we'll just do 1. Make a hole. Oops. The smaller the work, the more fiddly. Right, just a nice dab in there. Move our wire. There we go. And then the little bitties. It's a beautiful set. It really is. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Now I'm going to actually choose some leaves for these, and I want these ones. A few of them. Whoa. Okay. I might use fern. First up, grab a wet one and clean the excess off my hands. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that away. I needed it. Oops. I don't want to use a fresh one. No, it's all purple. I'll have to use a fresh one. I'm running low. Okay. That is a really pretty colour. Now let's experiment and see which is the best way to do it. From here or straight from there. Depends on how deep I want the colour. That's fine. Now I take my smallest tool and the smallest ball, and then we're going from the top, oops, to the bottom. And there is our beautiful leaf, which can be used that way or that way. I just love the way it shapes the leaves. Notice I'm not spritzing because my my cloth is quite damp, so I don't need to spritz. And these leaves are cut so that it doesn't matter up or down. Look at that, they've got that lovely curl there. Gosh, my hands are filthy with purple. Blech. Oops. Look at the beautiful curl on that one. That's amazing. Oops. Of course you can shade them if you want with different colours, different shades of the green. Just gently draw it towards you, maybe give it a little bit of a curl. Here we go. So let's just put all of these on a show, little beauties. And then the leaves. Here we go. Really pretty. Okay, that is, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you leave a comment. Your comments mean a lot to me, they really do. Okay, while I tidy up here, I'll say goodbye. And I'll see you next time, hopefully. I hope you will be back for more flowers. And pop in and see the Stella's blooms, what I've got there. Okay, cheers everyone. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.